let's explore a really simple, but, pretty profound idea for how we can live with a little more awareness. It all kicks off with this simple thought right here: one Earth, one life. It's just a reminder, really. We all share this one planet, and we each get one precious life to live. So let's dive into what that could mean for us. And this gets right to the heart of it. The whole idea is built on knowing that, well, life is limited. Our time here isn't endless. And because of that, how we live, with intention, with awareness, with meaning, that's what really gives it value. It's like a gentle nudge to move through our days with a bit more purpose. So, how do we actually do this? How do we find that awareness? Well, there's this really clear 4-step path laid out for us. It starts with ACT, which is all about living in the real world. Then we move to think, getting that mental clarity. From there, it's share, contributing in a smart way. And it all comes together in care, which is about being truly human. Let's walk through each one of these together. Okay, so our journey starts with this first pillar: live real. This is all about grounding ourselves in the physical world around us. Getting back to what's tangible, what's real. I just love how direct this is. It's such a simple test for what's true, right? Does it actually work in real life? The thinking here is that if an idea sounds great, but you can't actually apply it in a useful way, then it's probably just imagination, not truth. And this slide shows us exactly what that means day to day. These aren't just big, abstract ideas. They're simple, direct actions. Things like saving water, respecting the soil, caring for nature, and acting right where you are in your local community. These are real ways to connect back to the earth we all share. Okay, so from the outside world of action, we're going to turn inward. This is the second pillar: think clear. And this is all about taking responsibility for our own minds and for the beliefs we hold on to. Man, that's such a powerful reminder, isn't it? We just soak up so many beliefs from everywhere: our family, our culture, our schools. This idea encourages us to just hit pause, to stop just passively accepting everything and start actively questioning our own thoughts. So how do we get that mental clarity? Well, the process here is kind of threefold. First, you have to question your conditioning, all that automatic programming we all have. Then you try to understand things on a much deeper level, not just on the surface. And finally, once you have that deeper understanding, then you can consciously choose what you believe and how you act. All right, now we move on to our third pillar: share smart. This is where we connect our inner clarity with how we actually show up in the world, especially with all the technology and systems we have today. In our world of just endless scrolling and binge watching, this simple phrase, create more than you consume, it feels kind of revolutionary. The whole idea is to stop seeing technology as just something to entertain us, and instead see it as a tool that we can use to actively create and contribute something good. And here's the game plan for how to do that. It's about always learning, sharing what we learn openly so others can benefit, and really focusing our energy on building tools and systems that are genuinely helpful. That's how we shift from being just consumers to being creators. And that brings us to the final and maybe the most important pillar of all: be human. This is the one that really ties everything else together. It's all about connection, empathy, the real heart of our shared experience. This is such a beautiful and vital idea. Think about it. Truth and care have to be in balance. On one hand, truth without any care can be really harsh and hurtful. But on the other hand, care without any truth can be kind of weak and not very helpful. The goal is to find that sweet spot right in the middle, where you have both clarity and compassion. And here are the key practices for what it means to be human. They're so fundamental, right? Being truly present with people, listening deeply, not just to come up with a reply, but to actually understand, and simply respecting others. It's in these simple acts that we find what this pillar is all about. And ultimately, this is the simple, profound truth that all 4 of these pillars are pointing to. We are not separate. Our real-world actions affect the planet, our clear thoughts affect our choices, how we share affects our communities, and our human care, well, that affects everyone. It's all connected. And so we come full circle, right back to where we started. One Earth, one life. This whole framework isn't about a set of strict rules. It's more like a path of gentle awareness, a cycle of acting, thinking, sharing, and caring with love. And really, it just leaves us with a simple question. How can you bring a little more of this awareness and love into your one precious life today?